Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this quick guide showing you how you can complete the time trials from January 7th until January 13th. Starting off as always with the RC time trial. For this one, obviously you're going to need an RC Bandito. Now, if it's worth investing into one, I'm gonna leave that up to you. Every single week you can walk away with $100,000, so if you have $1.5 million and an arena war garage, it might be worth investing into if you're planning on doing this every week. Having said this, there's also opportunities for triple cash, which happen every so often too. So it's a good way of making a quick bit of money in like 1.5 minutes time, and generally speaking, these are not really difficult at all. The same thing goes for this one. Picking up at the time trial itself, this section right here for example, you might see a car spawn here or there. The primary issue you'll probably have with this one, if it is going to be an issue at all, I doubt it to be honest with you, is going to be pedestrians and cars. That really is kind of it. There's also one corner which is coming up right here, which if you don't pay close enough attention, you're going to miss, because the checkpoint placement in that one is rather awkward. After that though, we're moving on to this section here, which is basically just a few more checkpoints, and that's really it. One of the things to keep in mind for the RC time trial is that the checkpoints are quite generous, so don't be afraid to somewhat miss them. Moving on to the regular time trial, for this one you have a little bit less time to spare, so you definitely want to be paying close attention to what I'm doing. We're starting off by going down here and then going up this hill too, and then basically as soon as you've done that, you immediately want to start popping some wheelies. Upon doing so, you want to stick to the middle of the road so you can't get hit off by any other traffic, and slow down ever so slightly by using your brake before you go and take this right corner. Taking this right corner here, you want to basically go full throttle, and you kind of have to rely a little bit on luck on this one, because sometimes a awful car spawn can happen and it will probably knock you off your bike. Here we're going to take a sharp left while we're dashing through the off-road section here, and then back onto this where we'll be leaning forward a little bit so we can take some extra speed. Once we can see a bit more of a straight line, more wheelies will happen, and we will take a sharp left over here. Did I mention those terrible RNG spawning cars? That was another one of them, which was blocking my way. But I did manage to do it with about 4 seconds to spare, and you too can do that. But it's possible this one is going to take you a few tries, especially because you have to push the bike pretty hard. If you want to have an easier time doing this, then the Shitoro or the Hikuchi drag is definitely a very good option too. I would even argue that it's definitely a lot easier, because you can lean forwards with these bikes rather than always having to pop wheelies. But with all that said and with all that done, that was it for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and if you really like what you see, consider becoming a member, like Gripsticks, Chloe, Carouse, and Dr. Strange Love. Join them by clicking the join button down below, and I'll see you all later.